Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CCW Episode 4. Ladies and gentlemen, as we approach CCW's first pay-per-view 1, we have one hell of a show in line for you tonight. Michael Miner and Mike James going to take on Hugh Adams and Keith Daniels in tag team action. Danny Gilbert going to face the champion, Ryan Taylor, in a one-on-one match. Katrina Spades is going to take on Monica Lee, and Zachary Bennett will take on Tyler Ace. And in case you didn't see the match last week, this is an opportunity for Tyler Ace because he was screwed out of the number one contendership by Brass Knuckles. So, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. We're going to ringside. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're ready for an action-packed show. 4 huge matches here tonight. And here comes the reigning XCW Pure Champion. And ladies and gentlemen, not many people know this, but it was reported last night that Michael Miner has signed a contract with CCW. And the pay-per-view, the XCW pay-per-view, Full Throttle, this weekend will be his last XCW show, so it is possible if Mike Miner retains his championship that the XCW Pure title could end up here in CCW. His tag team action, ladies and gentlemen, of course, his tag team partner, the Chaos Disruptor himself, Mike James.
Weighing in at 275 pounds, the hardcore icon, Michael James.
Mike James was on X Factor and faced Adam Malcolm and lost. And himself as well decided to sign with CCW, had stated that he was tired of being mistreated and misrepresented. So tonight he is here, hopefully to make a statement. Here comes Hugh Adams. Hugh Adams has been on Aaron O'Connor's bad side as of late. And the question remains, what's going to happen with him, because Aaron O'Connor said there's going to be roster cuts. And Hugh Adams could find himself on the other end of that roster cut. Hugh Adams, 20 years old, out of Niagara Falls, Canada.
And from St. Paul,
Here comes
Minnesota,
Keith Daniels.
weighing
Keith
in
Daniels
at
as well.
242 pounds, Keith Daniels.
To find himself at the other end of the cut. Mike Miner and Hugh Adams. Of course, Michael Miner has been a coach here since day one. Hugh Adams coming out of the gate pretty quickly here. Irish whip by Hugh Adams. Big power slam by the big man. And the cover here hooks the leg and gets a 1. Michael Miner and Mike James. Belly to back suplex. Or an elbow tie-up. And first onto the turnbuckle. Goes for the leg drop. And this is what Aaron O'Connor is talking about with Hugh Adams. He's got very little follow-through and very slow and lazy, he calls him. Irish whip. Drop down. German suplex, dropping the elbow, and Michael James. Mike James calling to him, Mike Miner, to tag him in. Obviously, Hugh Adams running a number on him and now stretching the arm through the ropes. Hugh Adams, of course, is the first CCW World Champion. Coming up this weekend, ladies and gentlemen, is the Full Throttle pay-per-view. Stay tuned for that. That's going to be huge, an XCW event. And CCW will be back in 2 weeks' time with their first pay-per-view. And then not long after that, ladies and gentlemen, XCW Japan will be hosting their first pay-per-view. Slam there. That's a Miner with power. Just deadlifting. Whip. Keith Daniels now in the ring. Cover here by Michael Miner. This is quick and early. And nearly a 2. And James with the suplex. Elbow tie-up. Knife edge chop. Before the show, I had the opportunity to speak to XCW, former XCW superstar and owner of CCW, Aaron O'Connor. I asked him about his actions as of late as of declaring war against XCW. When I asked him why he's done it, he said that it's basically because of all the mistreatment that he's had to put up with it over the years. And now that he actually has the money to run CCW, he's going to make sure that he damages XCW for all the disrespect that he's received over the years. Claims that his firing was without provocation, and they didn't even give him a forum in which to explain himself. Like James. Big tag there. Hugh Adams back in the ring, slowly walking towards Mike James. I think that Hugh Adams moves slower than a snail. Mike James now. A deadlift slam. Going for a 3. Oh, dude, there. Hugh Adams having troubles getting to his feet here. Mike Miner is in the ring now. Michael Miner now sends him out over the top rope. Hugh Adams tries to fight back, slowly gets back into the ring. Michael Miner going for a German suplex. No, turns it around. A backwards European uppercut, and he's going to tag out. Mike James now. Keep the legs fresh. Mike James. Manhandled by Hugh Adams. Hugh Adams stretching that arm again. Just tosses Mike James as if he's a sack of potatoes, and Keith Adams back in the ring. And a bow tie-up. Nice suplex there. Goes for the cover. Hooks the leg. Is it enough? 1, 2. The kick out of 2. Near fall. Hits the shoulder up. Mike James showing that he has Adams. Goes for the clothesline. Nobody home. Chop block by Mike James. Taking him down, and now he'll tag out. Michael Miner will be the legal man now. Goes for that flying punch, and that didn't work out. It's with a snap suplex. Goes to drop a knee, and that didn't work out. Ends up hitting the apron. Irish whip reversal. Nope. Takes him down and hits him with a clothesline. Stepping on the hand of Michael Miner. Hugh Adams slowly walks to the turnbuckle and tags out. Keith Adams now. Collar and elbow tie-up. Irish whip. Michael Miner goes for the kick. Michael Miner counters it with a kick of his own. Collar and elbow tie-up. Has him up on the shoulders. Things could get messy here. Snake eyes. And drops the elbow. Now we'll tag out Mike James. Gets caught by that super kick. Now now slamming him into the mat. The cover here doesn't even hook the leg. Not even a 2. And Mike James is able to get up. The reverse Alabama slam. Keith Daniels is in trouble here. James leading him onto the turnbuckle, slams his head directly into the turnbuckle. Up there. And kick. And a Canadian destroyer, and this could be it. Cover. And nearly gets the 3. Hugh Adam actually does something quickly, and that's get out and break up the count. Elbow on the outside. Mike James swinging neckbreaker. And Michael Miner swinging neckbreaker. Hugh Adams just took a drop kick. Daniels is going to get himself disqualified. I can't doubt it. Oh, what a DDT! And Mike Miner has been busted open. And Keith Daniels unleashing. Huge scoop slam. And Daniels really taking it. Hugh Adams gets back in the ring. Hugh Adams. 400 pounds, pounders, and hooks the leg. Hugh Adams is going on the top rope, drops an elbow. And Michael Miner's in trouble here. Irish whip, no reversal on by Miner. Head first, turnbuckle, and Michael Miner's covered in blood. And that could be it, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Miner could have just put Hugh Adams down for the count. But he elected to tag out. Oh, Mike James setting up. And into the submission hold. And he taps out. Good Michael James and Mike Miner.
Here are your winners.
They just pulled out one hell of a match. And these guys are showing that they're ready for anything that's coming their way. We're going to go to our next match. We'll see you on the flip side.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Abbotsford, British Columbia, Canada, weighing in at 232 pounds, Dashing Danny Gilbert. And his opponent from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 181 pounds, the Classic Continental Wrestling World Champion, Ryan Taylor.
Ryan Taylor against our resident boxer, Danny Gilbert, here tonight. And Danny Gilbert wrestling in the blue and black trunks. Has him up on his shoulder. Alabama slam by Gilbert. Gilbert's picking on the trade pretty well. And a stomp. And Ryan Taylor. The Irish whip. And Gilbert making him pay for that one. Goes up the elbow. Oh, what a fist drop there. The cover here. Hooks the leg. Nope. It's a one. And an elbow tie it. Reverse the Irish whip by Ryan Taylor. Taylor now. Head first into the turnbuckle. European uppercut. Head first. Has him up on his shoulders. Gilbert spinning him around. And then dropping him. Ryan Taylor's in trouble early here. Goes for the punch. That gets caught. Moving him towards the ropes. And over he goes. What a drop kick. And the referee counting his mandatory 10 count. Excuse me. One of those days, ladies and gentlemen. Get up at the crack of dawn and then you're up 18 hours Ryan Taylor on the outside. Good thing. They both almost got caught. Counted out. Gilbert, the Irish whip. Right down there. Irish whip again. What a body punch by Danny Gilbert. Watching him. Another nice punch there. Danny Gilbert taking it to the world champion. Ryan Taylor's been busted open. Ryan Taylor recently turned 19 years old. Irish whip. Goes for the super kick. It does not connect. Catches him with a clothesline in the back of the head. Hits him with an X Factor. Ryan Taylor now going for the cover. This could be it. And he scores a pinfall. Ryan Taylor goes into the pay-per-view one with a win. The question is, who will he face? We'll find out later tonight. Coming up next, Monica Lee will take on Katrina Spades.
The following contest is a no-holds-barred match. Making her way to the ring from Memphis, Tennessee, a superstar! From Honolulu, Hawaii, ring, Mistress Lee!
And Monica Lee going to take on Katrina Spades here. Monica Lee came down to CCW because, well, as a second-generational superstar, she expected more from things and hasn't been able to get the luck going. Had a few close matches, but out of the corner they come. Take down by Monica Lee. I expect to see Monica Lee, though, back on the main roster relatively soon. But she showed great strides and improvement here. Trip. Now, scoop slam. Goes to the cover, hooks the legs. And a kick to the back. Nobody home there. Kick to the midsection by Katrina Spade. Double underhook for suplex. Huge drop kick there. Behind the slam. Rana by Monica Lee. She's going to pull out a kendo stick. And she's really doing a good job introducing that to Katrina Spades. Katrina Spades, look at the power. And a huge power slam. The cover here, is that enough for the win? No, she gets a 1. Irish whip. Catches the ref instead. Oh, what a super kick. Snapmare takedown by Monica Lee off the ropes. Hits her with a huge knee. Goes for the cover, doesn't hook the leg. Is it enough? 1, 2, no. Stomping away at the head. And then Monica Lee looking to fly. Huge body press. And a suicide dive. Catches her. And Monica Lee has her up on her shoulder. Katrina Spade's in trouble. I think this could be it. Body blows by Katrina Spades trying to get out of her predicament. It's Hurricane Rana. Monica Lee looked like she was going to walk away with this a minute ago. Monica Lee. Second generation superstar taking on Katrina Spades. That was a solid punch. First into the... What a tiger driver. Monica Lee getting her with that super kick. After Katrina Spades went to get a chair. The Irish whipped to the barricades. Slide there by Spades. And she's looking to cash in here. Oh, what a maneuver. And she just whacked her with the table. She's getting involved now. Over her head. Catches her with an enziguri, and Monica Lee showing signs of life here. Up on the shoulders. Oh, good night. Cover here, hooks the leg. Is it enough? And Monica Lee has picked up a huge win tonight.
Here is your winner, Mistress Lee!
Monica Lee. I guarantee you, she will not be here much longer. We're going to go to our main event.
The following is a special guest referee match. Please welcome the special guest referee for this match, the Devil, Dog Hurtborn.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this match is important enough that we brought out a special guest referee in Devil Dog. Tyler Ace will take on, pardon me,
And the participants.
Zachary Bennett.
From Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing in at 188 pounds, Zachary Bennett. And his opponent from Seoul, South Korea, weighing
Here
in
comes
at
Tyler Ace.
165 pounds, Tyler Ace.
Tyler Ace and Zachary Bennett going to get a redo here. After Zachary Bennett cheated in the last episode. And here we go out of the corner of these two comes kitchen sink by Zachary Bennett. Zachary Bennett going straight to work. Hits him with a clean shot there. And watch over. Devil Dog is watching these two very closely. And the cover here hooks the legs. Zachary Bennett. Stomps away. Kicks away. Tyler is kicking him away. Off the ropes. Catches him there. What a maneuver by Tyler Ace. Really taking it to Zachary Bennett. Arm breaker there. And now headed to the other. Running a drop kick. It's a rope break call. Punch to the breadbasket there by Zachary Bennett. First into the turnbuckle. Elbow to the head. That catches him. He's starting to get frustrated, but he can't do that because, oh, what a moonsault. That was very graceful. Lifts him up. The cover here. Is it enough for the pin? One. Devil Dog. Big clothesline. Another one. Goes for the kick. Catches him. What a sweep down by Tyler Ace. And Tyler Ace trying to capitalize any way possible. Here we go. Cover. That was a slow count by Devil Dog. On his shoulders. What a score there. Kick covers him. And Zachary Bennett for the win. So Zachary Bennett will go on to face Ryan Taylor for the CCW Championship. I'm sure Tyler Ace is feeling robbed. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for us here tonight. And we'll see you next week on X Factor. At the pay-per-view, rather.